Good evening, everybody, and welcome, Scorpio, Sun Moon Rising, into your December 2021 reading. Guys, this will be a whole month of December's reading for you. And around the mid of December, I will do a mid monthly reading for all the zodiac signs. So bear with me, guys. Before I start working on that story. But right now, we will do your December reading so that we know what is going around in your part of the story. Scorpio, let's call upon a divine angel, guide, ancestor, spirit, my divine source into this reading for you, and let's look at your story at this point in time. Forgiveness and moving. So they are asking you to release something, release some kind of energy, self-employment, forgiveness. Yeah, get busy with something else. Try to keep yourself busy is what they're saying, because there is something with your emotions that is directly interfering with your forgiveness. Yeah, body changes. Yeah, that's what they were saying. Get busy, do something to keep active, right? Do some physical, maybe workouts if you have the time or the energy. But try to keep busy during this portion in time, okay? So let's look at your major energy decisions, okay? So let's see. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising with Venus and Jupiter in your individual planetary position. Okay, grief, work, decision. Leaving is the bottom. Okay. And I need one more card to complete this major energy check for you. Seeking and finding. Okay, that's nice. Finances. The bottom of the deck is finances. Healthcare change, finances, hobbies, dietary change. So they're asking you to change something in your life, because some of you guys could be having financial issues, or you could be worried about your finances, right? There is something in your life that you need to change, because that could be affecting your health. You need to engage yourself in some activity, guys, that will keep your worries away from something in your financial part of the story here, is what I'm getting, Scorpio. But we'll see. We'll go to it. All right, so let's move on into your major energy. Because you could be worried about money. For some of you is what I'm getting. Money could be playing a big role in your life at this point in time with regards to your energy. And that could be taking a toll on your health, because it happens, right? When we are worried about something, we are too focused on that issue day and night. Shadow energy at the back of our, always in the shadow side, we are constantly working, reworking on finances, trying to balance and stabilize the balance sheet, right? All that kind of an activity. So finances definitely has a role to play. But again, if you don't get out of that story, it can also cause a lot of health damage with too much of worry and tension, Scorpio. Okay, the first is decision. So you will have to take some kind of a decision here, is what I'm getting more about your financial part of the story could be, right? What you want to do, how you want to work on your finances, what is that you have to reevaluate, redo, anything that you have to make a decision or a call in here. Because grief work, because you have been There has been something in your life, Scorpio, which has caused you a lot of sadness, and that could be related directly with your money or financial health, right? So, in order to complete that story or move out of that story, you will have to take a decision, because otherwise, there could be that worry, grief, tension, disappointment, regret, all that kind of energy. You will have to take a call on that, is what I'm getting so far. Seeking and finding, where you will have to find new ways, new opportunities, new path, you know, out of that situation where you have possibly got yourself stuck in, right? And you have not been able to move because of financial worries for some of you. Maybe you all have, it could be directly related to your retirement plans, to your budget, to your employment opportunities, but you have to look for something more that you possibly haven't explored in your life, is what I'm getting. Okay, let's look at decisions and let's see what my spirit has to say in here. Something that has been a major cause of regret, grief, disappointment, all that kind, where you have really been suffering from some kind of mental torture, more so I'm getting. Something that you don't want in your life, but you had to deal with that situation. So it's not something that you want further in your life, right? You definitely, and it's very human that we all want a very peaceful life, we want a very solid life, but we don't want to take all the um, all the other factors, right? So there could be a part of the story in yourself where you're coming to a point of understanding that if you don't take a decision to move out of that story and look for bigger and brighter things in your life, this situation or this energy will definitely not change for you. Let's look at grief work here. Please talk to me about the grief work. So there is something or somebody in your life who could be telling you that, or just by yourself, you're coming into your realization, Scorpio, that you definitely have to look for newer ways, right? That is more what I'm getting. You have to look for newer ways, newer opportunities, newer uh, source of happiness, livelihood, anything that makes you happy. Um, Finding happiness, seeking good friends, seeking good relationships, making yourself feel welcomed back into this world again, right? Please talk to me about seeking and finding. So, this is something you possibly haven't even explored. Um, quite possible, right? Because you have been constantly focused on something in your life that today you're realizing, Scorpio, that um, you can't sit on that situation without doing anything about the whole situation in your life. You have to somewhere energetically, you have to allow yourself to come out of that situation here. Okay, so far the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups. This is your energy, right? Male or female, and then Temperance. Yeah. So you are trying to understand, right? The Seven of Coins and the Fool, where there is a divine timing at work towards a new fresh beginning, and you are just waiting for something. But in the meantime, what I'm also getting is that somewhere you're trying to kind of compromise with your own emotions, right? You're trying to compromise with your own emotions. Maybe some of you are feeling extreme, that sensation where you really want to purge out. You could. be in that temperament where you really want to tell people, let your emotions out, right? Um, but you also know that if you do that, it's not going to be working for you, because at the end of the day, you have to also control your emotions and balance it. It's very important, because every time you try to purge, you try to say something, there could be a story where a lot of emotional downpour may happen, and you are trying to bring back a balance in yourself. You don't want to, you're trying to compromise with a lot of things emotionally that have not gone in the right direction for you, Scorpio. So, this is the time that you're trying to work on your own strength, basically, right? So, with decisions, guys, you get the Three of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Two of Wands. Okay. Now, Three of Swords is where the problem is, right? There could be people in your life who are not good, who has hurt you. That could be your colleagues, your friends, your family, anybody, right? They have given you a lot of things to worry about. They have caused a lot of pain in your heart. Maybe they have been very harsh with you. Some of you could have been having hurtful conversations with your extended family people, or with anybody who matters to you, right? Where your heart has been severed, right? Some of you guys could be having harsh conversations, or not conversations with your children, which caused you a lot of grief, basically, or which is causing you to feel very sad about, right? So where it is the King of Swords, you're trying to understand, Scorpio. This is air energy here that I'm getting. You're trying to understand how to deal with that situation. It also could be for some of you that somebody in your life is in that situation, right? Where they are feeling very sad about something, they're feeling neglected, ignored, neglected, anything that is possible. And if this is your energy, you're trying to understand, Scorpio, how do you kind of bring that balance and heal that person? That's one, right? The second could be that you are trying to figure out, or you're trying to take a rational decision over a situation that you have been hurt with. It can go either ways, but we'll clarify, right? But with the King of Swords, if this is you in the air energy at this point, if you have air in your chart or just the energy, you're being very, you want to communicate also, is what I'm getting. You want to tell the truth about this situation of hurt, grief, sorrow. You want to tell the truth either to somebody about a situation, explain yourself, be very logical about the entire situation, or you are strategizing um, a way to heal somebody or even yourself. We'll see that, okay? But definitely there is you're trying to take a decision with the King of Swords. You're trying to take a decision on how to improvise over this hurtful situation, more so, right? With the Two of Wands, you're not moving right now, but you're playing around with this decision of yours, right? You want to change something, you desire a change in your life. Probably you want to move forward. Some of you want to go in other direction, right? Somebody, you want to invest in something else, whatever that change is. Or some of you could be actually ending up with a divorce situation for some, where you know that somebody will get hurt if you tell them the truth. But at the end of the day, if you don't tell the truth, you won't be able to move, right? Where you have been stuck at a crossroad is also a point of the story. So for some of you, Scorpio, you are trying to take a decision on this part of the story, and it's quite a very intense energy that you have here in the first part, right? It's an intense energy here. Please talk to me about the Three of Swords, because this is where there is somebody in your life who has caused you a lot of problems, or you have been hurt by somebody here, whatever that situation could be. At the Hierophant, yeah, it could be about a commitment you have with somebody in your life, right? Or some people in your life who definitely has caused you a lot of harm. The Knight of Swords, yeah, and you want to clearly communicate the truth about the situation, because you are becoming wise that if you don't tell the truth here, or if you don't voice out your opinion, you will not be able to move in the direction you want to move, Scorpio. Right? So you have to voice out something here. You have to voice out. Please talk to me about the Hierophant, right? Something that is probably against your culture for some, against your tradition. Like you have not been able to, you have not been taught to go against your belief system, right? So feeling hurt, some of you could have been like trying to subdue, because again your tradition is something that you feel will be against your principle if you voice out the truth, right? Yeah, the Queen of Wands. But you're coming to the point, guys, that you probably it's time to change your belief system. It's time to become more passionate. You're vibing in that energy, Scorpio, right? You're trying to vibe in that energy with your wisdom, where you feel a lot more passion in yourself, right? Where you want people, where you want to attract people who vibe like you do, right? Who is full of enthusiasm. They are go-getters, ready to do something that there's a lot of excitement. Um, People are attracted to that person. So you're kind of vibing in that energy, because you're trying to emulate that. This energy is more what I'm getting. That not emulate in the sense that I mean um, because what is happening here, Scorpio, is that the grief part of the story, you are deciding that to get out of that story, right? You have to become more, you have to become different, right? You can't sit there and ponder and get hurt every day, right? You want to change your energy. And the way you can change your energy is by emulating somebody you have seen or known in your life. That could be anybody, right? With the Queen of Wands. Somebody who is vivacious, somebody who brings back life in your life, somebody who is joyful, has a lot of um, energy, driven, can accomplish anything in their life, right? The Six of Coins, yeah. It's like they can give, they can take in exactly the same way, right? If they give something, they can take back something. There is an equal reciprocity between that vibration. Like, at one time you're being very wise, maybe, but then you are also wanting that energy where you want to feel alive. That's what I'm trying to say. You want to feel alive, right? Where you had been stuck in a lot of sorrow and grief and hurt and pain and everything. But now you want to enjoy life, right? You want to give, you want to be generous, you want to have fun, right? You want to you want to bring back a balance in your life with money, with time, with everything. You're vibing around. It's like you are understanding how somebody can function in that way. Maybe you have somebody in your life, could be your boss, could be your spouse, could be your girlfriend, could be your partner, could be your sister, could be anybody with whom you're getting that vibrations, you're enjoying that feeling, because and that what is happening is also kind of helping you to heal from that grief, because your focus is towards that vibration where you want to feel alive once again in your life, is more what I'm getting, right? Please talk to me about the King of Swords. And this is where your understanding is more clear, right? The Six of Cups and the Queen of Coins. Maybe you have an option here for some of you. Maybe you have a soulmate energy, plus you have somebody else in your life. It also could be that, or it is what you want in your life. Yeah, it's more like, do you want the soulmate energy? Do you want your old friends around you? Or do you just want to be very practical and be very grounded and not really have fun? You know what I mean? So you have your stability. Like if you're trying to take a decision here on what kind of energy is more appropriate, and it's kind of pulling you towards you, right? Like you're pulling that energy. So you have an option to choose between two people. One who is your soulmate, kindred partnership, right? Somebody you know from your past. Somebody who could have been your childhood friend, is still a childhood, is still a friend today, can have lots of fun. Or you can single out yourself and live with your money and your profession and your business and not do anything about it. It also can be that, right? So option, decision is yours. This is where your decision is. What you want, what are you choosing? Are you choosing only practicality and money? Or are you choosing fun, love, soulmate energy, right? The Two of Swords. Yeah, you still don't know. You're getting stuck. You're getting stuck in here because you, again, like I said, you have an option. You have to take a decision here, right? Although you are more committed towards this energy than you're feeling alive again. You want to feel alive. You want to bring back that sense of happiness. You want to do a lot of things. You want to feel adventurous, right? You also want a balanced professional and personal life in order to move forward. But the question over here is, when you do that, what kind of an energy is more attractive toward or attracting you? Do you want that love and that fun? Or do you just want that stability, money, and business and be happy with your finances? Choice is yours, because you do have financial, like I told you, you do have finance issue here. So you have to make a decision, is more what I'm getting, on what you are looking at, because this is where you are getting stuck. The Two of Wands. You want to create you want to go forward, right? But at this moment, you're at a crossroad because you have progressed. Okay, let me tell you, you have progressed. You are making a decision. This is a time of decision. With the two is decision, a choice that is more lucrative and attractive Yeah, the Page of Wand, right? You're trying to take some kind of creative ideas in yourself. You're trying to understand what it is that will help you move forward, even though you're not moving. But this is a time of decision. You're making an option, you're taking a choice, you're creating a choice in your life. What is that? It's only money, money, money. And at the end of the day, that's it? Or do you want somebody who loves you and gives you a complete sense of kindred soulmate energy? That itself will bring back a lot of stability in your life, is also a point. So, but again, choice is yours, decision is yours. You have to rationalize, you have to logically imply that decision and see what it is that works better for you as you are thinking about moving from this stuck situation. You're not moving, you're still stuck, right? The Four of Wands. Yeah, some of you could be stuck with selling a home, maybe, right? Where you are, again, money is a part of the story. You haven't sold your home or you want to buy a new home, something that makes you bring back your happiness, your joy, your fulfillment, your network of your security, family, friends, anything, right? That creates a different kind of an environment. But again, money is the issue. So you're choosing to understand what it is that will fulfill you, or where you can make a commitment towards somebody that is more lucrative and attractive in your life, Scorpio. Yeah, something that you are thinking about. You're not doing, you're not taking any action right now, but you are definitely changing your thought process, right? You're definitely changing your thought process from the old energy where you were not probably able to make or take a decision because there was too much of grief. So you were not able to override that grief and take or make a decision on this issue here. What is more important to you? What is that really attracts you, makes you happy, gives you your sense of being complete? What is that? Ask yourself. Please talk to me about the decision, right? Because this is where there is a need to make a major decision. Choose a new direction. That's what they're saying. Don't get stuck here with the old issue here, right? With the grief and, yeah, see, they're saying remain positive. Yeah, choose a new direction, Scorpio. That's what they're telling you. Don't get stuck. Whatever ideas are coming around for you at this point where you are trying to override your sense of defeat or sorrow and you want to feel alive again, yes, do it by all means. Choose your option carefully, right? What factor of stability will make you more happy? Stability plus love. Who doesn't want it, right? But you have to be very creative in this project, because there is a lot of creativity or a lot of creative ideas that somebody could also be giving you around this portion in time in order to help you choose a new direction in your life. That's your decision you have to make here, Scorpio. Okay, let's move to the next part. It's grief work. With that, you get the Three of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the King of Wands. Okay. Again, the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, you are definitely vibing in that passionate energy, Scorpio. You want to move away from all that is no longer suiting your heart and soul. You don't want to remain in grief. You want to have fun. You want to take on a new project in your life. You probably will need help from people who will help you. You need assistance, okay? And you will find assistance. You will find assistance from people in your life who will come forward as soon as you, Scorpio, you can convince yourself that you are going to get out of this grief work. You don't need that. And you have to choose. The moment you can make a decision to choose a new direction in your life, That's when your help will be rendered to you once again. Please talk to me about the Three of Wands, because you're seeking assistance, and you will get assistance. You will definitely get assistance, right? The Sun in the reverse and the Page of Swords. So they're telling you, get out of that feeling of sadness and look for help. Look for help. There is a message that might come to you, but you have to be very alert towards people's advices, because you're looking for assistance. So you could be finding assistance, but you have to be very alert. Cognitively, you have to be very alert in order to absorb that energy or that advice people give you, because you have to liberate yourself from that energy of the Sun in the reverse, which is clearly talking about you not feeling happy at all. You're not feeling happy at all, right? So something in your life that is all about unhappiness, sadness, grief. That's the grief, right? So if you're looking for assistance, you will get help. You will receive messages, but you, again, like I said, you have to be on your guard about what message you take, again, and what you leave behind. The Empress, yeah. In order to grow, in order to bring back a lot of fertility, in order to be more abundant in your life. Once again, Scorpio. Okay, please talk to me about the Two of Cups. So you could be getting help from people around you, partners, professionals, personal, doesn't matter, but somebody, yeah, the Queen of Cups, yeah, that's you, right? You have a lot of love, right? You will receive assistance. That's one, because you have probably given a lot of love to other people around you. So you definitely want to hear some kind of a message from somebody in your life that makes you happy. That makes you happy, right? The Death card. Yeah, some kind of a message that changes your whole energy. You could have been waiting for that for a long time. Just a simple, I love you. Nothing much. I love you, I care for you. That's enough, right? But that has to be communicated. You're waiting for that communication because that is where you have been very sad and you have been feeling left out. You must have been feeling that nobody loves you, nobody cares for you, nobody thinks about you. No. That's wrong, Scorpio. That's wrong. That's your energy. You are waiting for that time change. It's a liberation. You want to also liberate yourself from that unhappiness in your life as well. Okay. Please talk to me about the King of Wands here. So let's see what the King of Wands energy is telling us here. Yeah, the Ace of Wands. Yeah. And once you can liberate, guys, once you can move out of that energy and liberate yourself, the Magician, right? And the Devil, where you had been stuck with a lot of restrictions, oh my God, Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords, yeah, Ten of Coins, yeah, again, money. You have manifested your own decision in life, Scorpio, where you have made wrong moves, wrong choices. You haven't made the right choice towards your long-term goals in your life, especially your money part of the story. That situation you want to close with the World card here, right? But you had manifested that situation. So now you have to reboot and restart your entire game plan for a new cycle in your life once again, guys. It's very important for you. And that is where you have to take the leadership role, Scorpio. You have to be the entrepreneur here, is what I'm getting here. Okay, please talk to me about the grief work. In order to cure some situation, yeah, there you go. You're ready. You're ready to do that. That's your leadership. You are ready to take that new direction in your life, Scorpio. Let go. Yeah, let go of the old situation and head towards a new direction in your life. And you're ready for it. Because you had earlier made wrong choices. You hadn't had that energy where you had been restricting your own limitations in life, where you didn't have fun, or you were thinking about money versus fun. Everything was very money oriented. Every money was accounted for, every penny was accounted for, right? You thought three times before you even went um, to probably spend on something, a good dinner in a good hotel, on a restaurant, or in a pub. You may have thought twice or maybe three times, taking out your wallet, counting your money, right? Because again, this was your restriction. You were fearing that if you overspend, or you spend too much, you won't have money for your future. But that's your thinking. That was your illusion, right? But the reality part of the story is that that was your restriction. That was where you were not able to enjoy your life, because everything that you did was always accounted for. You know what I mean? Like everything was your balance. Oh, okay. You know what? Yesterday I had a dinner that costed me $30. So the next weekend I'll call over friends and we may go to a pub, and that will cost me another maybe $50. Okay. So in total, within 2 weeks, outside my budget, I'm spending about $85 for entertainment. Do I need to? Or can I save that $80 and not have fun at all? Just stay at home, have my usual dinner, watch some TV, and go to bed. Right? So now you're realizing, is what I'm getting, Scorpio, is that, that's not the way to deal with your own life, because that's where there was a lot of sadness, because you were not enjoying anything. You get it? You were observing people have fun maybe, but by yourself you were not able to communicate what you were feeling within your heart, because there was so much of sadness within you, which is where you have to reboot and restart a whole new game plan, and you're ready for it. That's what Spirit is saying, right? Change your direction. You're ready for it. You don't want that grief work in your life again, right? Where everything was very accounted and money oriented and money thought and money process and money and money and money, right? Anyway, so let's move on, guys. The next part is seeking and finding. So here they are saying there is more opportunity in your life. Lot of opportunities you probably have not even bothered to explore because you were stuck in here. It was a very tunnel vision in your life that you had, is also what I'm getting. So you're coming out of that tunnel vision. You're broadening your horizon. You're learning to understand people, how people gel, how people work. What is that lively part of the story? See, there are two options. Either you live or you die. But, you can be hanging in between life and death doing nothing, right? Doing nothing. So this is where seeking and finding is coming into effect, where Eight of Cups, Seven of Wands, and Strength, right? So right away, you're bringing back your personal power. You are, Scorpio, which is damn good news. You're bringing back you're putting up a lot of boundaries with people in your life, because there are a lot of people, a lot of emotions in your life that has to be abandoned. And because you're leaving those bad emotions, you're putting up boundaries. You don't want to talk about them. You don't want to revisit them. If somebody comes and says, oh, you know what, 20 years back, this is what happened, this is what you did, you're like, let's not go there. Right? Because that is, again, training your personal power. Because once you revisit, again, you go back in time and you're in a guilt trip, that takes away your stability, because again you go back in a guilt trip. You don't want to do that. So not to go back in a guilt trip will be your motto. That's one. Number two is you will be putting up a lot of boundaries against or for or with people who are your adversaries. People who don't agree with you, you will stand up and say, I don't agree. It's mutual. So I will do what I believe is right in my life. And you don't want to visit what has happened in the past with your old emotional self, right? And this is where you are getting back your personal power and strength in order to go and explore something more and good in your life that you haven't had a chance to do before. Your karma, clearing your karma, guys. Clearing your karma, letting go of the old bad karmic situation in your life. That could be a karma that you had been carrying over from your past life situation for some of you, right? Please talk to me about the Eight of Cups. Some of you could have been carrying that karma or that karmic issue from your past life, right? Yeah. The Nine of Wands in the reverse, and you're tired of this story. You're tired. You don't want to do that. You're worn out. Yeah, the Four of Wands. You're tired of fighting for your happiness, is what I'm getting. You're tired of fighting with people who don't make you happy anymore. You're tired of living in a home where probably there is a lack of happiness, emotional fulfillment, or even commitment for some of you. You're tired of that. You're worn out. So now you are like, I'm going to put up boundaries over here. I don't want this situation to revisit my life again. Please talk to me about the Seven of Wands. It will be a challenge because you are coming to terms with your own self, the Chariot. Yeah. It will be a challenge to move out of that exhaustion. Some of you could be very tired with your own self, could be totally fatigued and exhausted. So it will be a challenge to pull yourself back into shape again. It will be, right? The Knight of Swords. When you want to and you're working on that situation, right? The Knight of Swords, the Four of Coins, where you had got stuck and you're thinking about how do you move without feeling insecure, and the Five of Swords, well, it could be that you have been feeling insecure, unhappy about your finances, and you haven't been able to move, right? So this is the time, the High Priestess, this is the time to use your intuition and pull your energy back, will, wisdom of and your body and mind from that fatigued, tired energy which has to be abandoned and let go. That was your old karma. Treat it as your old karmic situation here. Please talk to me about the strength. And once you can do that, guys, you will get back your power, your personal strength, everything. Yeah, see the Emperor, the Empress, and the Emperor, right? You will come to terms with your own spiritual growth. You will be able to take back control of your own life. There could be somebody in your life who can bring you back that strength as well. That could be somebody you love, could be your spouse, could be your partner, could be anybody in your life, but she could be the Empress who is that reason of your spiritual growth in life and your strength as well, Scorpio, and your strength, right? And allowing you to move forward in your life. Bringing back that strength once again, the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, and changing your destiny in life. That's what they're saying, changing your destiny in life. So you are ready to rock and roll, guys. You will be ready to rock and roll because you will get a lot of help. You will have somebody, like I said, could be your wife, spouse, girlfriend, anybody who will be more than willing to become your pillar of strength. More so, I'm getting. Okay, hold on, guys. Yeah, could be your pillar of strength that you are coming in contact with around this portion in the month of December, who will bring back the joy, who will lift you up, lift your morale up, you know, hold you because they want you to be happy as well. So they will give you a lot of push. Somebody over here could be the one taking charge of this situation for you as well, where they will stand up and fight for you. It is also a part of the story for some of you. Or else you are the one who will face your challenges because you're coming out of a situation that had drained you totally, exhausted you, made you very tired, left you high and dry. Please talk to me about seeking and finding here. So something is moving in your direction, guys. Communicate clearly. Yeah. You're ready to communicate clearly. So whatever that situation is in your life, reconsider. Okay, before you communicate clearly, reconsider your options. Take your time. Work on yourself, Scorpio. Think twice. Think for God, maybe 5 times, doesn't matter, but do your homework. Do your homework before you open your mouth and talk because you're ready. You're ready to choose a new direction in your life. You are prepared to take that leap of faith, but you're also prepared to communicate clearly, but you have to reconsider your options once again, even with your finances too. Okay, see, because you have finances in here, right? The wheel of fortune. So there is something about money still, right? What you're going to do. So this is where you have to work on your plan. Reconsider your plan in the right possible way, right? In order to communicate that clearly. Healthcare change from the Nine of Swords. Yeah, this has been really taking a toll. You have not been able to sleep well in the night. For some of you, for some, it was a very painful situation of mental anxiety. Where and it's been taking a toll on your health, and you don't want that, which has got something to do with romance. Some of you could be in love with somebody and you haven't been able to communicate that. You could have been feeling very guilty about that whole situation. For some of you, it also could be that some of you are married and you have not been able to communicate to your spouse how you feel about that person, and it's been taking a toll on your health. You could have been keeping this issue of money hidden from your person too. You haven't spoken about the whole situation because you could be feeling that she might lose or he might lose interest in you, right? So next one is hobbies. So they're saying do something, guys. Do something to start fresh. Engage yourself in a situation that makes you want to go forward. Take that leap of faith, abundance. Yeah, take that leap of faith, and once you do that, you will get back your money. But you have to take that leap of faith. You have to take that leap of faith, right? So this is where things are going to be changing for you, but you have to change your understanding, right? Because see here, dietary change, 10 of wands, where there is a lot of anxiety, frustration. You have to move out of that story, guys. You have to do something about this whole scenario. You need to rest. You need to eat properly. Some of you guys may have been neglecting your dietary part of the story. You have not been having good stuff, because you are under so much of stress and burden that food is not in your mind. And that could be taking a toll on your health as well, right? Big happy changes. So this is where they're saying, change yourself. Change yourself. Big happy changes are in your path, but you have to understand where and how you work with these energies in the month of December. So enjoy this reading, Scorpio. Until I see you once again, guys. Till then, goodbye, God bless, Khuda Hafiz, and Namaste.